Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will start this game off. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker...
There he goes! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Under fire. Right on the money. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere.
On On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. The hand to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back on the option, the give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Gators offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tough move or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
They'll go right back to it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. It's reversed. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds a tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 18 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got room to work. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Let's send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. We saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Montgomery. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Motion from the back. After run, now throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Give to the running back. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They'll immediately call timeout.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's 4. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's 4. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. The give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Finds a little space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Gators!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Reeves.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and it did no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Reeves. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
That's reeled in. It's Reeves. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
Creating solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gators have this offense rolling. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Got some room into the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And they Takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. From the gun, the ground game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the right side. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. starts a drive trying to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second and.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.